Hey everyone, Mo here, and before the video begins, I just want to let you guys know that my schedule has opened up for me to do coaching again. So if you're interested in private one-on-one coaching for me to help you, whether you're a newer player and you want to excel at the game very quickly and learn the fundamentals without developing any bad habits early, or if you're an experienced player who's already maybe platinum or diamond in your top 1%, but you need some help filling in the gap to get you to that 0.01%, to make you just some of the best, then hit me up on Discord and I can get you in some private one-on-one coaching lessons to help you polish up any skills you want to refine and help you learn all of the secrets to becoming a top player. That's it. I hope you enjoy the video. Hey everybody, Mo here, and today I'm bringing you guys some gameplay of new Zoomer discard aggro that uses 3 Rumbles, 2 Dravens, and then 1 Sion. Some people use just Rumble and Draven. I like the 1 Sion because it gives you some late game pressure and you already have really good early game. So I'll go over what each of the card in this deck is supposed to do, kind of like the purpose for the deck, why I chose to include some cards and not other cards, and then I'll show you guys a bunch of games with the deck. So before we get into the video and all that type of stuff, I just want to remind you guys that 72% of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to me. So if you guys could do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button, leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys want to see in the future. If you like the shorter videos, if you like the long hour-long gameplay videos, if you like the shorter 20-minute long gameplay videos, let me know, because that'll help me out a lot figuring out what it is you guys like so I can make content that you guys want to watch. So that's gonna be it for the intro. Let's get into the guide. So first question I always get asked is, why am I playing things like, 1 Lost Soul, 1 Whirling Death, Rumble, stuff like that, but I'm still on the triple might plan? So I like this version a lot more. This version actually did play a Farron for a while, but I realized I don't really need Farron against a lot of the slow style decks. Usually just the 1 Sion will be enough, and then I play Burn, so I play like Decimate and stuff like that. It's uninteractable to kind of kill my opponent. And I really don't want to draw Farron against a lot of the other aggro / mid-range hands. I would want to have 1 less bricked card in my hand, whereas in this, there's very few bricked cards against aggro. Even your like Whirling Death is really good into aggro, so it helps you on your aggro matchups. Farron never really helped too much with your mid-range matchups. And then in the late game matchups is the only place where Farron was good, and I'd still, I'd rather make my deck better against 2/3 of the archetypes and then, just the control matchup. So I'm playing 2 Reborn Grenadiers here, trying to help out with the early game. Sometimes you just randomly deal 5 damage or more on turn 1. I had a game where I did 8 damage turn 1 because I went Zonite Urchin. It was against Fielder Rush. I went Zonite Urchin, discard Reborn Grenadier, Poro Cannon, discard Reborn Grenadier, attack you for 8. And then my opponent conceded on literally the very next turn. So that was very fun. You get some crazy stuff like that. Being able to burst speed out a blocker against mid-range decks is really good if your opponent is attacking with, a 4/3 or something. Like if they're attacking with a Sump Dredger, you just get to burst speed out a Grenadier. That's really good. Burst speeding out a Fearsome blocker is always really good. So that's nice. And then, of course, the aggro implications of it is really good. So the Ballistic Bot. Ballistic Bot's still really good against control. That's about it. You never really want Ballistic Bot outside of the control matchup because he just doesn't do too much. He's a really big tempo loss now, especially with him being a 0/3. So he's not good against aggro. He's not really good against mid-range anymore, whereas he used to be really good into aggro because it was his 2-mana 1/3. So typically it'd 2-for-1 your opponent every time because you would play it. It would kill your opponent's 1 health, 1 drop, and then he would get bigger and then kill off your opponent's like 2 drop or something. Whereas now you basically just put him down and he only goes 1-for-1 because he's a 0/3 and he comes into play, so he can't actually kill anything. But against control, he's still really good. 3 HP is really hard for them to kill. It usually costs 2 cards, and then he just slowly burns your opponent down over time. Boom Baboon, broken card. Fallen Rider, broken card. I'm on a couple of Mystics, some Get Excited, and Decimates because I like the burn package. This is an aggro deck. I'm playing it like an aggro deck, and I want to have the aggro tables, the aggro matchup tables whenever I do play this deck. So that's why I'm on the big burn package. 1 Archivist. I actually think Station Archivist is probably one of the most underrated cards in LOR right now. I think this card is like insanely strong, and I think it's taken way too long for people to start playing them. This card from Beyond the Banduit. Yeah, I remember. I just think this card is super nuts. It gets you a lot of value. You can use it to find, some type of burn spell. So it gives you a body to both block and attack with. And then it finds you a burn spell to use for either removal or to deal more damage. So it's just a really nice way to get more value. And that's something that Draven and Sion was known for in its previous states, was like, oh, this thing just gives you insane value and infinite value. And it's always hard to, like, get card advantage on or against Sion Draven, because they are the epitome of card advantage. And Station Archivist just helps with that. It just gives you more card advantage, more tempo, where you go, okay, play the Station Archivist. You usually want to wait until you have 3 mana available, because once you have 3 spell mana available, you can play every spell except for Decimate. So you probably don't want to play it before that, unless you absolutely need to. Like, I've done it where I've played against Aggro. I play Station Archivist with 2 mana open. I actually hit the Mystic Shot, and then boom, you have a 3/3 blocker against the Aggro deck, and then now you have a Mystic Shot as a removal spell for against the Aggro deck. So you get to remove 2 units for the price of what was essentially 1 card. So that's really nice. Sump Dredger went down to 2 Sump Dredger because, our mid game is really nuts already. Like, we played the best 2-drops in the game with Ballistic Bot, Boom Baboon, and Fallen Rider. So our 2-drop pool is insane. Our 1-drop pool is nice because we play, 1 mana 1/2, 1 mana 2/1, 1 mana 2/1 that draws us a card. We can, burst speed out a Grenadier if we need to. We play Portal Cannons if we need to. So our 1-drops are really good. Our 2-drops are broken. Our 3-drop is really good with some Dravens and some Sump Dredgers, and then our 4-drop is like broken with Rumble, right? Or if we ever want to play like multiple 2-drops, like multiple 2-drops is just as good. Risen Rider is going to be just as good, if not better, than a Sump Dredger. So sometimes your 2-drops is enough to just solo carry your early game. And then that's why we're on the triple Rumble and only 2 Dravens, because I'd rather personally have the, 1 Sion for the late game potential, or to discard Sion to give your Rumble overwhelm, stuff like that, instead of just being on more of that, redundancy of that early game when you already have 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, You already have 14 cards that can be played on turn 3 or less. That's really good. And then, you bump that up to, 17 cards when you start including Rumbles on turn 4. So, and Lost Soul is also really a 4-drop. So, all in all, almost half your deck are good units that can be played on turn 4 or less. So, that's why I'm down to just play the 2 Draven and then the 1 Sion. And also, playing Draven lets me play my Draven skin, which is cool. And you can play a skin. I don't think Rumble has a skin, does he? No, Rumble doesn't have a skin. But Sion and Draven both have skins. So you can get both of those and play a bunch of really cool looking dudes. So that's why I like this. What did I not include? Oh, 1 Whirling Death, because Whirling Death is a really good combat trick. I don't want 3 because I'm not this like degenerate hyper all-in OTK deck with like ambush and stuff. So I don't really need 3 to push for the overall damage OTK. And there's not really too many mid-range decks where Might is that good against, because most of the mid-range decks right now, their units have like Spell Shield or combat tricks to make it not die to Might, not die to the Whirling Death. So it's mainly just like every once in a while you kind of get value out of it, and it's good. You put it as a 1-of. In open deck list, your opponent has to respect it. In closed deck list, your opponent could respect it too much. So if you're just on ladder, people could be like, oh, they have Whirling Death because these decks play 3 Whirling Death, and they always respect it, even though you probably won't have it in your hand most of the time. And again, in tournaments or somewhere with open deck list, they go, oh, there's 1 Whirling Death, so they always have to keep that in the back of their mind and trying to decide, do I play around this 1-of, do I not play around this 1-of, stuff like that. So that's basically the deck rundown. And now I just have a couple games for you guys. I think I have like 5 total games or something. Pretty short games because it is an aggro deck, so win or lose, the games don't last longer than like 6 minutes usually. So I hope you guys enjoy the games. Again, let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed these like shorter 20-minute videos, or if you enjoyed the longer like 1 hour of gameplay types of videos. Because you guys let me know that, and I get to put out content that you guys enjoy, and it's a win-win for both of us. So that's it for the intro. I hope you guys enjoyed the games. Alright. Let's be gamers. Oh, easy 5 damage. Easy 5er.
Got the book. Let's start our search.
Man, I think I'm just gonna play my cards. I'm just gonna play my big, scary cards. I still don't have, I haven't put my Draven skin on. I'll put my Draven skin on after this game. Ooh. Some good stuff we got cooking. Does pokey stick me? Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna level my Draven, I think. I think I'm gonna try to apply pressure with Draven because Overwhelm Fearsome is pretty scary. Like, that doesn't matter, right? You trade with my 4-2. I still push damage with my Draven. And I'm level progression. Pretty cool stuff. Okay. Discardable card. Nope. Okay. I'm kind of down to just like, especially if he doesn't play a Fearsome blocker, I'm down to just play Twin Blade Revenant. Oh yeah. What if I just slapped you around with my scary units that you can't block? Oh, gross, you have a Fearsome blocker. Gross. Maybe he attacks and lets me block with my Twin Blade Revenant. Okay. Maybe he doesn't. Alright, so let's do this, this, this. Let's get some damage. Let's get some damage in here. Oh, please no lifesteal unit. Of course it's the lifesteal unit. What else would it be? What else would it be? Whatever. We still just do this. It's fine. This is okay. I needed to draw like second Draven or Whirling Death or something. If I draw a second Draven, Whirling Death, or get excited, I kind of just win the game. They obviously don't have, I guess I don't say they obviously don't have Pale Cascade, but I would bet they don't have a Pale Cascade. Because I think they would definitely would have played Pale Cascade instead of Guiding Touch, like way up here. So they didn't have a Pale Cascade on like turn 3. Yeah. So we drew our Get Excited, so that was a pretty good draw. Quick Attack Dragon's kind of annoying. Or Double Strike Dragon. Yeah. I mean, I could just kill off my Daring Poro. I could also just try to kill the lifesteal unit. I don't really know which. Probably just killing the lifesteal unit would be the best thing. At least this way, if they have like Pokey Stick or something. Oh. Sure. Okay, so the unit still dies here. And they only gained 1 life. That was so good for us. What the fuck? Wait, that was so good for us? Why would they do that? They just like decided to lose the game. That's crazy. Okay, you're alive at 2. That's crazy. I wonder why they would decide to do that. Okay, that's a pretty good. I wish if the Mecha Yordle went to 0, I would get a new Mecha Yordle. Like, I know that'd be a lot of text on 1 card, but that'd be cool if it was like, create a Mecha Yordle. If you already have 1, reduce its cost by 1. If that Mecha Yordle costs 0, create a Mecha Yordle. I don't know how they would word it, but it'd be dope. Alright. We got FTR. Ooh, this hand's kind of juicy. Wait, this hand fucks. Alright. Yeah, this hand fucks. They're on 2 Avalanche, 3 Blighted, 2 Whale. Oh yeah, this game is free. The reason I didn't discard Grenadier is because we're going to discard that turn 3 to have better attacker. I'd rather set up to have a big turn. They only play 2 Avalanche, so I'm not too worried about them having Avalanche. Yeah, I'm not too worried about specifically Avalanche, and if it's Blighted Ravine, I just want to apply as much pressure as possible. Yep, no Avalanche, no Blighted, feels good. So we just get to swing. Okay. I think that's okay. I don't think I need to try and hyper level this Draven when we have like Whirling Death shenanigans. We're kind of chilling. If he offers a pass, I'm down to just pass. He didn't have Blighted last turn. He either doesn't have Blighted or he's just being like giga greedy. What do I want to discard? Probably like, ooh. I don't want to discard this Grenadier. Let's discard Sion, obviously. Spinning X. Stump Treasure. Because I want to have the axe to be able to discard to the Grenadier. I think that's fine. Another attack can have a bunch of mana for things like Whirling Death and shit. So, I mean, let's just swing here. Yeah, let's just swing. I was trying to debate if I wanted to play the Boomba Boom, but I don't think I want to give him the action when he has a bunch of mana, because he could have Draven, or he could have a Trundle spell. If he has Trundle spell, I don't want to get fucked up. Like, if he has second Trundle in hand, I don't want to get Ice Quaked here. So, I have Whirling Death here to kill the Trundle, so I'm not too worried about that. He really needs to keep this thing alive, or he falls extremely behind. So we actually win here if he has no healing and no way to kill this. Okay. So they have to have some sort of healing. See, because they need to keep this alive to try to win, but if they take that much damage, they kind of just get fucked. So we have Whirling Death here. This puts him to 3, and then our Get Excited can finish him off. So let's do this. We get 1 off of impact there. And then we'll level and hit for 2 more impact. Running Passenger on their tech. Yeah, I used to play 1 Passenger None for FTR for the mirror matches. Ruination, sure. And see, this is why we didn't develop. But we developed a Boomba Boon, we lose out on quite a bit of damage. So, I mean, we're kind of big chillin' here. They have to spend mana. They just like lose the game. If they tap out under any lifesteal, we just have Get Excited. So we're just gonna play this card. What you got for me? Vile Feast. Alright. Let's see if they have another one. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. 3. Look at this. Look at this whole Field of Rush deck. Remember when Field of Rush used to beat aggro? Nope, 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 nope. What the fuck is Swain? Swain Kindred, huh? I feel like I'm gonna get fucked up here. I feel like I'm just gonna get like a Vile Feast Vengeance. Oh my goodness. Really not much we can do. Well, you just have to hope they don't have Kindred. If they have Kindred, The game is fucked.
The sea is too shallow a grave.
Okay. Let's do this.
I move forward.
Okay, we can kill their Baru Sentinel. Force them to have like glimpse or something. That's pretty good. Alright, so we give Overwhelm, discard, and just discard a Poro, I guess.
Baby, don't fail me now. Working as intended.
They're 8 mana, so again, they just have like Vile Feast Vengeance. And we're sad. Sure. I mean, they don't have Kindred, so I guess that's pretty good. Man just took 6 damage. Okay. If they kill off this Rumble, then we have second Rumble, which is good. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna play you to get a Draven on top of my deck. Yeah, I'm down to just pass here. Let's play our Draven. Let's see if they... that's pretty frustrating. Okay, oh, we just do this. They might win. So this is obviously a Vengeance here. Oh, it's a whale? It's not even a Vengeance? Oh, I think we have lethal. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Okay. We only lose there if they have Vile Feast. Okay.